Celine definitely could have got a Brand into the middle of them and then ultied for 2 more kills, but they're just warding up the place and letting Caitlyn farm up top, which is what they need to let them do. Caitlyn's at 120, so she's farming really well. And Karma, I'm surprised they're letting Karma get so much farm. Oh wow! And Team SK is letting them. They're conceding top tower for some free farm on bot, just because Brand was down. And yes, they would have dominated, but I think with the power of the turret that they could have actually defended that quite well. So I think that was a little mistake there. I mean, that mid tower was definitely going to go down sooner or later, but I don't think they should have just let them have that, like with no care in the world. Okay, so they're letting Corki grab the blue buff, and then I think they're going to be hunting for either a tower kill or a team fight. I don't think that Team SK has a lot to be worried about here, except they're stranded, they're kind of dividing up, and oh, ultimate goes in on the Cassiopeia, and wow, really big mistake. They're allowing Team Airborne to just pick them apart when they need to be fighting 5v5, and that's due to the great warding by Team Airborne. They have wards all over their jungle. They know when they're going to push bot, when they're going to push middle, when they're going to push top, and then they set up wards accordingly as they move their way up. All in the big major bushes, and okay, so Corki, and that's really paying off dividends, just because now that they're 4 down, maybe Cassiopeia is coming back, but they do have an advantage. 3v4 at the top tower. SK's not going to give them this tower, but they definitely feel a lot more comfortable with the Cassiopeia down. I think they took a little too long to take advantage of it, but I think that's what's winning them the game right now. Well, that and the kill count. They're just catching the enemy champions alone in the woods, having Warwick ult them, and then they just team rape them, and then boom, they're down 4v5, and you really can't fight 4v5 in League of Legends. Teamwork is too important. Whereas Dota, you really can't do that, or you can do that sometimes. Go 3v5 and stuff like that with champions like Drow Ranger and stuff like that. And can I say stuff like that even more? Oh, no matter. They're giving the Corki red buff, which is just right. He's their range carry, and letting Warwick farm up some more. He went a Madred's Razor, CC Boots, and a Spirit Visage, and that's a pretty good build. A lot of Warwick's sustainability, or danger is his sustainability, and through Spirit Visage, he really does pack a wall up with his swipes and can just stay in there long. It doesn't do more damage, but definitely keeps him in the game a lot longer. And they're using their CV to check out blue buff. Oh, and using the Celine to take out the the wards, whereas oh my goodness, Jarvan's going in. I don't know if he doesn't have the support, but he is tanky enough. Oh, they go in on the Brand. I don't know if that's the greatest choice. Oh, he's definitely gonna fall. And wow, great ultimate. Oh my goodness, this is just horrors for SK. Brand did fall. All that AoE went down. Good initiation. I'm surprised that Brand did fall that quickly with Warwick so far out of place up here. But yeah, that they really missed the Brand AoE, and they're just letting. I can't really attribute one certain thing to SK's demise, but they are just getting killed in team kills. They're getting picked apart, getting ganked effectively, and they're just not roaming as a team. And they're a very team-oriented team. A lot of AoE. Nunu's ult, Brand's ult, and all his abilities. Caitlyn is just their hard carry. Cassiopeia's got a lot of area of effect. They need to stick as a team a lot earlier, whereas this this Airborne team who's just using their champion's abilities to great effect, using Warwick to flash in and then ult with the Zelene, slowing them. Great CC. Same with the Karma, and then the Jarvan. Once he gets in position around their one guy that they want to focus, and that time it was the Brand. He just goes around and ults, and then they forces them to flash out or whatever, and it just gets Team SK all discombobulated. So they're I think if SK is going to have a chance to win this, they need to be united as a team. Do not get initiated. They need to have great positioning. The Airborne team will not have anything to answer with them if they have great positioning. Keep their range carries in the back, like Brand, like Caitlyn, have their Nunu in front all the time. They cannot be caught with their pants down right here. I mean, Brand was up here, or Brand was right here, and the rest of the team was right here. Well, okay, you flash initiate on the Warwick, and no more support came this way. They just let the brand pretty much die, and once he flashed over, the DOT killed him from Ignite, I think it was. And now they're just going back to the farming stage. Let's check on farm right now. Karma's at 182, farming like crazy, getting a Lich Bane and a needlessly large rod, so going for Rabadons already. I'm really surprised at that. And Corky's got his Manamune and his Trinity Force. He's farming really well. That's a really quick Trinity Force and Manamune at 25 minutes. Celine picked up his Cerullia's, what is it, Crown? I think it is? Yeah. Make everything, just great support item. And then the Jarvan's just going uber tank. And the Nunu's just not being able to tank as much. And that's what he needs to do. They don't have enough tanking ability, whereas the Airborne team just has a lot of power. I mean the Brand and the Caitlyn have a lot of power, but they have no way to stay alive. If one of them gets picked off, then that's half of their killing power. And that's what SK is realizing, that with the Warwick and the Corky up here, there's nothing they can really do unless they have everybody congregated here, and they need to be able to jump. SK is really not finding them too well. Oh, see, here he comes, and again, the Brand is focused, and boom, half the team's fighting ability is taken away, and that just allows Team Airborne to just smother SK, and there's nothing they can really do. I mean, Caitlyn's farming bottom. She's pushing down here, which is good, but and she'll probably end up getting this tower because of it. But is that really worth a kill on your Brand and this mid tower? I don't think so. Definitely not. I mean, they can take what they can get, but Team SK needs to roam as a team if they're going to want to have any chance at getting back into this. I mean, they're already pushing on the base tower in a pro game at 28 minutes. That is not good. I really think that it has all this good ganking ability and sustained pushing is really due to their warding. And wow, they're going to lose this top mid tower as well. Oh, pretty close. Looks like where's the Caitlyn? They can't really fight this without the Caitlyn. I don't think the Brand's going to be able to get a stun off here. They have a clearing avoidance down, so they do see. No, definitely not. They're all going to get away. I mean, Zelene's got his boost, and Valkyrie from the Corky. Yeah, they're all going to get away. And they're just going to concede to having Caitlyn farm a little bit more, which I do like Caitlyn getting farmed. She's got a Quicksilver Sash, which is a very strong choice, I think. Very cheap for the item utility. But ooh, why did she go here? She needs to be farming this up as well. If she would have finished off this farm, then that probably would have been better for her overall, and then she could have gotten these wraiths, but maybe I'm just a nitpicker. But they really need to protect the Caitlyn and the Brand. Use Cassiopeia's ultimate. Yeah, keep that would be perfect. Keeping Cassiopeia right next to Brand and the Caitlyn, and right when they all converge on someone, maybe ultimate. That'll freeze them right in their tracks, and perfect ultimate. would really set off their team fight correctly, use the Howling Gale to knock everybody up, and Nunu's ultimate, oh my goodness, that'd be ridiculous. They need Cassiopeia's ultimate to just dominate him. Oh, they don't want to face check here. Oh, Janna just got caught out in the open, but Jarvan's really doesn't have enough damage. It looks like SK is converging on Jarvan. I don't know if they can really do anything to Team Airborne here. Yeah, Nunu's just way too weak. Oh, in goes Jarvan, and down goes Janna, and they trapped into Cassiopeia. Not the best choice, but they just are too far ahead, 22-7. That it doesn't really matter at this point. And the Corki might have, ooh, pretty close, 310 for that auto attack. And yeah, I think this game is getting out of control. 22-7 is just ridiculous. There's SK is not getting any kills anymore. And what was Janna doing over here? That Wicked, that was bad play. You know they got this warded just because Janna was running around with the what am I saying? With an Oracles, and you know how badly they are having warded. You do not run around the enemy's jungle or your jungle if you know they have it warded. Just because knowledge is key in this game. Having knowledge, having presence, so knowing where they are, map hacks, that's so huge in this type of game. And it looks like they're gonna mount a push, pick up these wolves as they go, mount a push on this tower, and there's nothing that SK can really do about it, just because they are farmed so much. SK really doesn't have any. Tanking ability. This Nunu, yes, okay, he finally got his Banshee's Veil, which is really good, but I think it's a little too late. This Corki is already 6-1. I mean, everybody's got farmed like crazy. 2-0, 5-4, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1. Wow. Yeah. And at this level, there's really nothing that they can do unless Airborne really fucks up. So Airborne's deciding that SK's defense is a little too much for them to handle, so they're just going to concede to take Dragon because they know they have them back on their heels and that they're kicking their ass, really. And yeah, so it looks like this game is pretty much done. I mean, Warwick going to farm some more. Corki picking up his a Fortitude and a Banshee's Veil. Yeah, there's nothing they can really do. Frozen Heart on someone else. Who got the Frozen Heart? Karma? No, she picked up her Rabadon, so she does fucking ridiculous amounts of damage. Who got the Frozen Heart? Oh, on the Zelene. Wow. No way. What does Zelene have? Zelene's got 28 creep kills, and he's got a Frozen Heart and a Cerilia's? That's fucking retarded. 28 creep kills. Power of 3 Philosopher's Stone for 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, but maybe 20. 20 times 5, yeah, every 10 seconds. I don't know. I don't want to do that. But looks like they're pushing on mid lane here, and there's nothing really SK can do. Nunu's is their best tank, and he's just gonna melt right in front of him. Oh, in comes Jarvan. He's gonna ultimate pretty soon around the Cassiopeia and the Nunu. Nunu, great ultimate though. Didn't really hit too much. Now that I think about it, Warwick went down, but at the cost of 3 SK players. It looks like this this mid tower is gonna fall to 4 Airborne players, and there's nothing they can do. The Nunu and the Caitlyn survived. Yeah, the Brand. Maybe if the Caitlyn and the Brand were still there, and these all guys were half health, maybe. Just because there's no really hard CC, no stun. Besides the Karma, I think Karma's got a stun. I'm not quite sure. So they're just gonna push on this hard. Nothing they can really do. They do have 10 seconds. Oh, yeah, it's totally done. This Jarvan is tanking like a boss. Yeah, this Corki's just putting hurt down on the mid lane, and I don't know what is going on. What the fuck? Huh. Whoa! Okay, there we go. I don't know, my computer just stalled out, and yeah, that's the victory for Team Airborne. SK really dropped the ball on that. They just kept wandering around. They had no real awareness of the map, and it just really truly shows how important positioning is and how important map awareness is. Team SK had a much better team fight aspect, a lot of AoE, a lot of team slow, a lot of team poison, but the readiness of Jarvan moving in on his flag and then ulting, with Warwick ulting a carry, there was really no stun for SK to knock Warwick out of his ultimate and save their hard carry, their Brand and their Caitlyn, and they just kept getting picked on in the early phases of the game, outside the laning phase, obviously, and just rendered them useless. No matter how much they farmed, they were really, unless they went tanky, which would make them not very good carries, they really couldn't do anything. And SK really had nothing to answer those ultimates besides better positioning and just like poking to frustrate the Airborne team into ulting the wrong guy. Then they jump in and Cassiopeia ults, and then all their ults go down and be ridiculous. But I really think it was a better picks on Airborne side and better ganking, better map awareness. They put wards all over the jungle. They knew the side which side they were going to. If they're pushing top, they put wards all over the enemy jungle on the red side, on the red buff side, and when they push bottom, they put wards on the blue side of the enemy jungle, which gave them great awareness of where the enemy was, and that led to better ganking for the Warwick and the Jarvan to initiate and then just pick off the hard carry, the Caitlyn, and the Brand. Yeah, but that's about it. If you guys liked it, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys like it, and I'll do more. Alright, thanks. Bye.